Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of the SNL Fan Podcast, basically what I want to talk about, basically what we're doing is we're reviewing the Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon episode of Saturday Night Live that that aired on December 21st. I know it's more than 8 days late with me doing this review. But, the holidays and things kind of slowed me up and kind of backed me up on doing things. And on top of that, I got a little lazy, I will admit, But before I get into this episode review, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. Southeast Hip Hop Magazine is a great digital magazine with lots of great interviews, music reviews, articles on artists and producers and record companies that are based in the southeast region of the United States. They also cover some mainstream acts as well. Definitely check it out. I'm gonna put the link in the information box below. And yeah, pretty much it's a good read. All right, now let me get into this review. They had to do the singing mascot that Justin Timberlake does. That was the cold opening. That bring it on down. It was Rappinville this time. And it was pretty good. Aidy Bryant did her thing in it. Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake playing the dancing, mascots. It was good. And it was kind of, they shortened it up too. It didn't seem like it drug on like a lot of these Veal skits do. Because it's always it's the same thing. Pretty much, they just kind of have a little different spin on it, but it's about time for Justin Timberlake to retire this character, though. The next time he hosts, and there will be a next time, it's Justin Timberlake, so he's going to keep hosting. They need to, I don't know, man. They need to, well, you know how I feel about it. The monologue, it was great. Jimmy Fallon doing the impressions. Paul McCartney came out. I thought the rest of the singers were going to come out too, but it was good how they did it. They don't really have much to say about it. Just a good little way to start the show here. I need to get into this. I need to get into this, man. These reviews, they're I'm going to keep doing them. I'm going to stay committed. Oh man, I don't know. I need some kind of motivation. Okay, the Family Feud skit, that was my favorite skit on the episode. The impressions were great. Kenan Thompson had some great jokes. Jimmy Fallon's Jimmy Fallon actually looks like Jim Parsons. He didn't. All he had to do was put on the little Green Lantern shirt and just kind of put on a. He didn't really have to do much. He just looks like him, Let's see, Justin Timberlake doing Jimmy Fallon. That was funny. His Justin Timberlake was great, man. Yeah. Yes, it's great. It was great. Because I read in the forums and message boards that that Justin Timberlake has a good, can do a great Jimmy Fallon impression, and I don't really look at Late Night with Jimmy Fallon like that. So I haven't seen it until now. So I wish he would have done that earlier. They should actually parody the next time Justin Timberlake comes to host. They should actually do a late. Well, I guess the next time Justin Timberlake hosts, Jimmy Fallon will be doing the Tonight Show. So Justin Timberlake can do a skit like that where he plays Jimmy Fallon. Doing the Tonight Show, or and I guess Kenan. Well, I guess Kenan may not even still be on the show by the time they do a skit like that. I was gonna say he could play Questlove, assuming that they're gonna be the Tonight Show band. I guess they are though. Well, let me talk more about this skit. Taran Killam's Ashton Kutcher impression. It was okay. I've been working on an Ashton Kutcher. Let me try it right now. What am I doing? They were everywhere. Hot girls were everywhere. Okay, I need to work on it. That's all I got. Anyway, Kate McKinnon's Jane Lynch, that was funny. I like the part where they were when they said, yeah, we're gonna play the NBC people, and and they were kind of mumbling amongst each other, and Jane Lynch said something like, I forgot what she said, but that was I remember laughing at it. Like her voice was louder than everybody else's. Kate McKinnon, man, oh man, they definitely need to feature her more, man. She's very talented. John Milhiser's John Cryer, it was great. He looked so sad. Uh, yeah, it was good. Jay Farrow's Ice-T was great, but Jay Farrow, all his impressions are pretty much on point. Noel Wells, Allison Hannigan. I wasn't feeling her, Allison Hannigan. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Brooks Wheelan playing himself. That was funny. I like it when they they kind of pick at themselves. When SNL kind of breaks the wall and kind of makes fun of themselves. He says, "Oh, when Kenan Thompson asked him, well, now who are you?" Yeah, I'm Brooks Wheelan. I'm on SNL. Really? So you one of the new cast members? Yeah, man. Brooks Wheelan, man. Oh my God. That's I don't know. The doing it on my twin bed. Oh yeah, let me go back to the Family Feud skit. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else I want to say. It was funny. I thought it was the best skit of that episode. The doing it in my bed, twin bed, digital short film thing. It was okay. I guess it's something that they need to do something to feature all the women that's on this. And I guess they had to give Michael Bryan something to do too. Let's see, the Barry Gibb talk show. It was great as usual. The real Barry Gibb came out. That was cool. Did a little sneaker upper. So they call where the person that they're doing an impression of actually comes out. That was cool. I bet you the people in like a lot of young people in the audience probably looking at Barry Gibb like, who is that? Probably looking like they were like, who is this old guy that just came out? That's probably what they were thinking. Madonna. What did she put in her mouth? Was she put like some gold grills or something in her mouth or something like that, or what was that? All right. Anyway, moving right along. I don't judge the music. Justin Timberlake's Only When I Walk Away. It was great performance. Weekend Update was funny. Cecily Strong, man, she's getting better. I mean, I don't know. It's like she's on and off. Like one episode she's real good, and one episode she's really good, and then one episode she's really bad. It's kind of like she's just going back and forth. Seth Meyers is sometimes in between, but Cecily's either hot or cold. And this one I thought she was pretty hot. She's pretty hot anyway. But she did her thing. And she, and I said in a previous review, it seems like Cecily Strong doesn't know how to, doesn't really know how to work the room. Kind of, when she, like Seth does, like when Seth bombs, he knows how to say something to save himself, or he knows how to make a gesture or make a face or something to kind of, it wouldn't do too good. And it seems like Cecily, she stays committed to jokes that bomb, or jokes that, like, even if it bombs, she just kind of reads the next joke. And she did it. She in this one, she is like, it seemed like she listened to the podcast and took my advice. Because when it seems like when some of the jokes didn't kind of work, it seemed like she tried to make it work, or she tried to, try to throw a little something extra in there to kind of, make the audience laugh. So Cecily is an improv person, so they definitely need to put their improv skills to work. She need to hit that Gail Mathias on them. Gail Mathias was doing it with Charles Rocket, do a Weekend Update, and they were bombing, and Gail was like, I didn't write this. You say like that? I'm telling you, Cecily needs to, definitely keep doing things like that. Michael, the Mayor Bloomberg, Michael Bryant could have did that. He's not an actor, but his performance was just. I mean, it was funny. I guess the dry humor, it worked for what it was. Him and Jimmy Fallon talking. But I swear, Mike O'Brien can definitely do that. He could have definitely played that role. Kate McKinnon's bit was okay. I gave Kate McKinnon a lot of props earlier in this episode, and now it's kind of like, this is cool. They all can't be on fire, I guess. Waking up with Kim Ye, the first time they did it was funny. This time it just seemed like they, when they did it with Lady Gaga, that was a funny one. But this one, it just seems like they just want to, pick at Kanye and Kim Kardashian pretty much. And I'm actually kind of glad they're doing this though, because I think this is one of those things that actually could be buzzworthy. Kim Kardashian doing, Nasim Pedred doing Kim Kardashian and Pharaoh doing Kanye. It's one of those things that people that don't really, this is something that I think people would talk about. One of those type of sketches. But this one, I don't know. This one wasn't as funny as the Lady Gaga one. I'm going to admit that. Now that's what I call Christmas. The little CD that they were selling. It was a good way to get the cast in there and doing different impressions and things like that. I'd say one of the highlights of the of this particular skit was all the things that Jimmy Fallon did. Kate McKinnon. Let's see who else did really good in this skit. Pharaoh as DMX. That was pretty good. Cecily Strong's Alanis Morissette. Noel Wells, Zoe Deschanel. That was pretty cool. It looked like Brooks Wheelan was playing Slash. I guess they need to give him something to do. It was alright. It was alright sketch. I mean, just one of those things that you kind of get the whole cast involved. A Christmas Carol skit where Kenan Thompson played the ghost of Christmas past or present or whatever. Yeah, they have the ghost of Christmas past, and he's taking Ebenezer, the old Ebenezer Scrooge back in the time, and looking at Jimmy Fallon playing the young Ebenezer, and he's supposed to be, playing him like he's supposed to be gay or something like that. Initially I liked the skit. It was well played. A lot of nice jokes in there, but this is not the late '80s anymore. The gay jokes and things like that. That's cool, but it's like, just them being, just them being gay. That's just not funny anymore. That would have worked in the '80s or the '90s. To have some guy with a lisp and talking high pitched and going, "Oh no, child." That's you got to step it up. The writing's got to be good now. Because it's one of those things like a pratfall, like the gay jokes are like pratfalls now. It's like falling down is just not. It's just not funny anymore. I mean, you gotta throw it. If you're gonna do a pratfall, it has to have a nice little element to it. A nice little twist to it that's gonna make it funny. Like that stuff that Benny Hill used to do back in the day, running around all fast and stuff and having the little crazy music. I can imagine that being funny back in those days because nobody was doing things like that. But it's like now you can't do stuff like that. Like somebody playing a little Benny Hill music and they running around all fast. Whatever they, and they're running. That's not even, it's not. It's not funny anymore, I mean, the Three Stooges is funny and it's classic, and you can put it on the day and people still laugh. But there couldn't be a modern day Three Stooges. I think, I think that would, you get what I'm saying. That's how I really felt about the skit overall. But it was good though. It was nice. The baby it's cold outside skit, I liked it. It wasn't really funny, but it was just entertaining. It was nice, how he had sex with the chick, and then he wants to kick her out. Jimmy Fallon. It was funny, but I would say it was more entertaining than funny. I'm not really a fan of singing sketches, but that was pretty good. And speaking of singing, I don't judge the music. Justin Timberlake did his thing. And then the Good Nights, Chris Rock showed up, and I wonder why. Well, I guess that's cool. I think Chris Kattan did that one time where he wasn't even in the episode when he showed up at the Good Nights, and I think Garrett Morris did that one time too. But yeah, Chris Rock wasn't in the episode, but he showed up and was at the Good Nights. But it makes me think: was he supposed to be in the episode, and his piece got cut or something? I think that happened to Rachel Dratch and Will Forte. I think actually Will Forte got cut recently. I think he was supposed to be in the John Goodman episode. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. Well, anyway, just overall, what I want to say about the episode, it was cool. It was cool. Like I said, my favorite one was the Family Feud. That I feel like that was a classic skit. All right, I'll pep up in 2014. Drake's supposed to be hosting when they come back in January, and next time I do a review, I'll be a little more pepped up, and I'll post it a little earlier. Won't have you guys, the guys that are loyal fans, won't have you guys waiting, and I'm gonna try to be more entertaining because I know that's what you guys like about these episode reviews, when I put a little spin on it and kind of entertain you all. But I don't know. I just didn't have that energy pumped in me for this one. But I felt like I needed to do it though, regardless. Again, I want to give another shout out to Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. Check it out. I was gonna say check out their music, but yeah, check out the music too. Check out the artists that are featured on Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. The interviews, the reviews, the music, blah blah blah. Check it out. Put the links in the information box below. Southeast Hip Hop Magazine. Check them out. All right. Anything else? No? Alright, that's all I like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.